Hello everyone. Hi guys.
Hello
Hello
YouTube.
YouTube.
Hi.
Hi everyone.
Hello everyone.
Hello, Miss
Okay.
Yin.
Hi. So I see a lot of new faces here. Okay, I see different name in here as well. So let me mention one of the new one. Halo Kak Genta.
Hello.
Okay, so it is your first time joining our class, Kak? Okay, I think Kak Genta have another problem with the connection ya. How about Kak Anora Kevin? Halo Kak Anora Kevin Umaira.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kak, how was your day?
Good.
Good, Alhamdulillah. I'm also good, Kak. Is it your first time joining our class, Kak?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you know about Britzone, Kak Anora? It is from Instagram or YouTube or another platform? All right, everyone. So thank you so much for coming, everyone. I think Kak Anora as well have problem with her connection. So, all right, dear Britzoner, because it's already 7, I guess, yeah. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Yin. So I will be your MC for today's class. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to our Britzone Tuesday class. And then before we start our class tonight, let me begin by giving you a warm welcome and some announcement about Britzone. Okay, let me share my screen first, everyone. All right. So, can you see my screen? Okay, great. So everyone, this is the brief announcement about Britzone. Welcome to the largest English community in Indonesia. We are focusing on English education and free and open platform. And we are also volunteerism based. And this is the right place, I guess, for those of you who want to improve your English. So please, in this place, no judgment, just talk and learning together. And then the second one, this is the class on Britzone. We provided 3 different classes here. The first classes, we have Britzone Tuesday Class. Held on Tuesday, we have online and also offline class. Start at 7 p.m. until drop. We are focusing on enhancing your speaking skills through wide range topics. And also English comprehensive like TOEFL IELTS, reading, writing, listening, and so on. And then the next one, we have also Britzone Fine Day class, which is held on Saturday. We hold offline, starts at 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. And this class brings various fun topics to discuss. So please come to our Purpose Digbud and also Creative IDN ya guys. Another class to come is Britzone Outdoor class. This one is held once a month on Saturday. So this basically learning with English with activities outside a classroom. We can hang out on cafe. We have some museum dates maybe, or jogging together on GBK and some explore nature and so on ya guys. And then we have such a lot of media platform or social media. The first one is Instagram. We have at Britzone ID. Basically, we are updated on that Instagram. So for those who haven't followed yet our account, please follow at Britzone ID on our IG, guys. And then the second one, we have Britzone English community at YouTube. Today's also we have live streaming in YouTube. So if you guys found our video, you can give thumbs up and also subscribe and also give your comment as well. And then the third one, we have Twitter at Britzone ID. The fifth one, we have Britzone English community at Clubhouse and our website www.britzone.id. And the last one, if you guys love to listening the podcast on Spotify, you can follow our podcast at Britzone Podcast. So the next one is our merchandise of 2023. Okay, I guess some typo for this year. And then as a non-profit organization that I already mentioned you before, we are free community and free platform. So we have to find a way to raise our source of funding, guys. So if you guys want to buy something such as several cool merchandise such as t-shirt, and then we have tote bag, sticker pack, notebook as well, please contact us for order at Britzone Merch on our IG or Marketplace on Shopee at Britzone Merch. And you can also have a private chat to Kak Rizka that already appear on the screen, And then the last one is our sponsor. We are very grateful to be supported by some amazing sponsors here, such as Perpustakaan Dikbud. So if you guys want to come to Perpustakaan Dikbud and sign up to become a member, this library can access impressive resources like more than 32K book collections, audio, and also video collections. And then the very last one, we also have after class traditions such as taking pictures. So after the material already end, please guys, would you mind to open your camera, and then we are taking memories to taking the pictures. And then after that, after the class, I will give you the feedback survey. So you can fill out the feedback link on WhatsApp group. That means can give you a link on the WhatsApp group. All right, everyone. I think that's all some brief announcement about our beloved English community called Britzone. So are you guys excited about tonight's class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
May I hear your voice? Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for those who already answered. So everyone, could you please to open your camera? Because I want to see your beautiful and also handsome face. Okay, so we can know each other and can be love each other as well, guys. Okay, thank you so much for those who already open your cam. And then everyone, I have one question for you. So do you guys know about today's topic? Please raise your hand if you guys know about today's topic.
Journey of reading, Kak.
Oh, okay, great. Who has answered that? Thank you so much for answering. So do you guys have any kind of books that you love, or the type of reading that, the types of book that you read, guys, that you usually read?
Can I answer your question, Miss Yin?
Okay, go ahead.
I usually like the genre romance and then science fiction, but I usually like what every novel.
Okay, thank you so much, Kanui, for answering my question. So, for those kind of books, I also have a favorite books, some motivation book called "The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down" by Hemin Sanim. If you guys already read that, and that book is really good. I really love that, and um, I go back to my experience. It's on 2020, and I really have to get my motivation back to love reading book. So I think this class would beneficial for you and sweet for you guys, because I envy with the people who love reading book, and I want to restart reading book in the first 2023. Okay, then without any further ado, our conductor today, Kak Norman, will tell us how we can be interested in books and how these books can change our perspective in many things, and even more can change our life too, yeah, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kak Norman. Yay! Kak Norman, the
Hello.
time is yours.
Thank you, Kak Yuyin. Okay, I'm gonna share some presentation for us. Okay, I hope you already seen my slide, guys. So, my name is Norman. This class is inspired from, if you already read one of my favorite author, Mitch Albom. He specialized writing about unusual topic. It's about death. So one of his all of his books is great, but I think one of the most inspiring is called Tuesdays with Morrie. It's about it's come from the real experience from the author Mitch Albom with his former teacher named Morrie. And when Morrie dying from his condition, every Tuesday, Mitch Albom came to see Morrie and talk about life. So if you read the book, it's about what they discuss every Tuesdays between Albom and Morrie, and I'm inspired from the book, so I called today's session with Tuesday with Norman. It's with Britzone and special in 2023. I'm a Virgo and I'm an ENFP or the campaigner, so my friends know that I talk a lot about things that I love, and one of them is reading. So basically, I'm love to share about what I read, and I make some highlights in my Instagram if the topic is really good, I think, for us. Okay, and I want to share for you about how it all started. So if you ever read about Paman Kikuk, Husin Asta, Bona and Rongrong, or Ratu Bidadari, Nirmala and Oki, I guess we are old enough, guys. So when back in 90s, this is a really good magazines. Have you ever already have read Bobo? So this is the start where I love to reading. Yes, our first book, yes, our first magazine favorite all of the time, yes. Yeah, because there are I already discussed about my friend. There are Paman Gober, Uncle Gober, or anything else, but I think Bobo have a very significant for me to my hobby to reading. Then after Bobo, I also read about if you already read about Ladybird books like Three Little Pigs, Puss in Boots, Red Little Hen, or I guess they also publish like Cinderella or Red Hood and the Wolf. That's the lady books that published. And in the teenagers area, I read Goosebumps. If you read about this R.L. Stein, it's a part of my journey in reading experience. So I guess I read a lot of topics since I was kid. Then into more adolescence, I read High. If you, I don't know if you guys any read this magazine. It's all really cool in our area. I think for some girls, maybe it's like Gadis, or I don't know what girls read in 90s. Yeah, Gadis, or I don't know what did you Aneka, yeah, someone like something like that. That's the magazine that I read maybe in my junior till high school. I didn't really read much books. I read things like this magazine, but I will share about my reading experience. Kawanku keren beken, yes. That's the magazine that we read when we was child, and yeah. So if there is a question about I cannot see my presentation. Okay, is reading or intention to read is a nurture of our nature? I found the article that said that reading is unnatural for human and genetically speaking, a very recent development in human communications. Right? We tend to communicate with a verbal. So reading is unnatural and like the last form of communications. And in another article, I found that in some places, like there's a recent research about reading and genetic influence. In Australia, it's like 80% is influenced by the genetics. In North America, just 66%, and in Europe, about half of the third that influenced by genetic. And nowadays, if we talk about Z generations, is people reading? No. Is people skimming? No. Why? Because right now, people is scanning. I think I found a problem with my presentation. Kak Brian, could you help me?
Okay, wait. Okay, I will share screen.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay, Kak.
From the fourth slide, Kak Brian. So are people reading? No. Are people skimming nowadays? Also no, because right now people scanning. Okay, if we found some articles, we tend to be scanned about what's the important word that I want to see. Yesterday, my friend also shared about one of the posts discuss about TikTok, because TikTok make us to love the short video and some short caption that makes us maybe some lazy to read. So this is a very common problems, I think, that right now people just love to scan. So that's why in my presentation, I won't give you most of the words. I just give you some big notes, just some images, so you can absorb the information for what I say. I want to share you about reading stereotypes. My friend asked me if in my reading experience, am I have the constant willingness or constant intention to read. I have to say, guys, there are some times when I lose interest to read. So it's not like I'm not like a bookworm that read every day. I read when I want, and I guess we have to find the environment that will help us to find the mood to read. It's like it's different for everyone. Some people found that the quiet place is the perfect condition to read, but I don't think it's same for me. And the next one that I want to say is, when someone calls a bookworm innocent, no, it's just bias. We talk about cognitive bias, that not all the bookworm innocent. And I found the meme that said that you read so many books, how are you not crazy? Come on, guys, we just can hold the craziness inside us, but it's just jokes that I want to say that the reader also have their own dark side. Then if you said that reader cannot be funny, no, I think if you sing these songs, you lose. This is the song that this is the book that published by Aan Mansur. It's like a story about a girl named Kukila, and since this is the, I think this is the 2022 songs, so Kukila Kita Akan Bersama could be, yeah, from Tulus. It's, if you sing this like this, you lose.
Yes,
Dan the
one
next-
of my favorite song, Kak.
Oke, hati-hati di jalan ya. Oke, next. Ya, oke. This is the common thing that maybe the topic that I always encountered with some people, that fiction is as good as non-fiction, guys. Trust me. You can be a team fiction, you can be team non-fiction, but I don't think that some topic is better than the others. Yeah, read manga a lot. That's a good books too, but my in my opinions, that fiction is as good as non-fiction. Why? Because in the next slides, I'm gonna show you that we can also have helpful information from the fictions. Okay, then this is the stereotype. I moved to Kindle, guys. So some people said that I don't wanna lose Kindle because doesn't have the smell of books, but I don't think so. I found that the benefit of Kindle, because I don't have to bring 2 or 3 books that may be heavy, so I can have all the books that I want in my hands. Okay, next. Okay, so what if I got bored in reading? So chicken soup is is the book that I read when I bored to read anything, because chicken soup is the book that contains some short stories. So if I got bored, I read Chicken Soup, and I found still can cheer me up. So this is the book that I read. It got so much topics, from listen to your dreams, about cancer, about being single, about being married, about how to be romantic, about elderly. So maybe this is what I can share about you. To what if I got bored when I bored to read. And Kak Wulandari use audiobook. It's a good thing too. You can try, but maybe some people don't match with the audiobook, but you can try it. Then this is what I love. I read this book, Are You Smart Enough to Work at Google? And I found that I'm not that smart enough to work at Google. But if I got bored, I remember that there are so many things that I have to know. So it's like a motivation that makes me, okay, I have to read book again. Okay, the next one. I have to tell you guys that we can read for our body, we can read for our mind, and we can read for our soul. I want to share you about some books that help me, like Atomic Habits. It's why I said it's a good thing for your body, because I think Britzone already have a session about 1%, that we could be a better 1% every day. And I applied for my motivation to work out. So this Atomic Habits helped me to gain my to make my body better. By I always think that, okay, I have to work out this today, because in Atomic Habits they have like a secret that if you wanna make a habit, you cannot let it skip in 2 days. So if you wanna have a reading habits, you have to read like today in Tuesday, and you have to read it at least in Thursday. Don't skip twice in a row. Then for your body, I found that this book also great, Why We Sleep, because I think most people found that good diet, and they going to exercise in yoga, gym, or running or swimming, but they forgot about the importance of sleep. So if you read about this book, you can find why we need a consecutive 8 hours of sleep, because there are some hormones in our body that will out in if we already sleep in 6 hours or 8 hours. The next, it's quite a hard book about the mind and gut connection. It's in this book, it's like some research books that tell us about how what we eat, it's improve our moods. You can found the details if you read this book. And the next one, we can set The End of Memory. I have to share about this, maybe like personal, but I want to share to you guys that my father have diagnosed by Alzheimer's. So I read this book, and I found that if you want to prevent the Alzheimer's, you have to read a lot, you have to exercise your brain, and you can try to eat turmeric or kunyit in bahasa Indonesia. So like curry or some, I mean like curry or anything, foods that contains turmeric could help you from prevent the Alzheimer's.
Nasi Padang for the rescue ya, Kak?
I have to say no. Turmeric is good, but the coconut milk is no. Sorry, guys. But for the rescue, yeah, once of the time. Okay, next, I want to tell you guys about what can help you, what can reading help you to your mind. This is a good book. Before you know it, it tells us about unconscious reasons why we do what we do. I wanted to tell you a little secret that applied. It told us about one of the chapter is about, if I'm not mistaken, about micro gestures. So if you talk to other people and you want to know if he or she interested in your topics, you can try some posts like maybe you can yawn, or maybe you can scratch your ears, or maybe you can scratch your nose if the partner mirroring you, so he or she interested in your topics or in you. So much thing that you can learn from reading book. And in Tipping Point, it's a very good book for, I think, for the social scientists, because in this book, they told us about the social epidemic. I'm not from the social science, but it's a very good book. It's like a good book too. If you wanted to start a campaign, you have to find the key person, maybe in your organization or maybe in your anything else. If you want to start a campaign, this is a good book to read about the social pandemic. The next one is about nudge. It's I really hope if there is any government, I don't know what PNS called in English, yeah, but if you already if you work in government sectors that makes public policy, or you know someone that makes public policy, please guys, please share these books about nudge, because it's about how to make a public policy as a civil servant, how to make a good public policy. Okay, and the next one is about micro messaging. If you are already now in early 30s or more, and you are in middle management or in the upper management, this is a good book because it's told us about cognitive bias that we did every day. We have favoritism for our team, which is not good. So this is a great book for the leadership. Next one, we move to what can reading do for our soul. This is my number one recommendation. My favorite book so far. I've read it 4 until 5 times. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. If you I don't know, it's just a joke, but if you don't find this a good book, maybe we could battle. This is a very good book about personal calling. So you just read this book and we can discuss it about later. Then for the next for our soul, I recently make a detailed description about these books. I've read it in 2018, but I reread again about the 5 love languages. It could help us in understanding how, if we really love someone, you can maybe it could be the next topic in the Britzones, but it's a good book to read. Next for this is it's a Mitch Albom book, the 5 people you meet in heaven. So Mitch Albom wrote the topic about death. So it's very beautiful books. You have to read it, guys, because it could help us to remind how we can make the time that we have on earth useful. The next, book is a good one. The Power of Silence is an underrated book, I think, but in the world with full of noise, we can find that silence is still have its power. It's very strong book, and I recommend it you guys to read it. Oh, you guys read so much Paulo Coelho books. Good. Okay, this is the favorite book of Kak Yin, yeah. I read it last year in 2022. The things you can see only when you slow down. It's also very beautiful books by Haemin Sunim. I also read the second book, Love for the Imperfect Things, and I think he gonna launch his third book next year about the School of Broken Heart. So this is a Zen book, guys. If you already heard about it, this is the books that you have to read it in a slow pace. It's only contains some pages, but if you read it slowly, you can find that so many things that you can improve in your life. And the last for the reading for your soul. This is a Stoic. Stoic is like how you can live your life more stressless. So this is a book that helped me to overcome the tragedy in my life into the comedy, because this book very have much applicative ways to tell us about ancient wisdom for modern living. So it's a very nice book to start. If you already heard about Philosophy Terrace also a book that told us about Stoic, but I think if you have if you can read English book, it's a good start to learn about Stoic. Next. It may be embarrassing, but I have to tell you guys some books is made me cry. The last book that made me cry, before I read Man Called Otto, I read the books first, A Man Called Ove, and it's such sad, but there are more books that makes me sad. It's Lily and the Octopus is about a dog with the cancer, and this is from next. Could you next? This is inspired from the true lovely dog called Lily. And the next one we have Of Mice and Men. This is classic literature books. Of Mice and Men. The setting is in depressed time. It got a very heartbreaking ending. So you guys have to prepare your tissue. And The Flowers of Algernon. I read this in my college, and in the end, it's also had a heartbreaking ending, and I cried, not just weeping tears, but I cried loud when I read Flowers for Algernon. The next, this is not fun facts. So I read Mirawe dari Jendela SMP. I read it in my elementary school. Mirawe have tendencies to told us a story about the importance of sex education. So when in my first grade of junior high school, my Indonesian teacher asked us about us to make a review of novel. So I made a review of this book, and she's surprised that I already read this book because it's about how teenager could be MBA, married by accident. She called me and she just confused why my parents led me to read this book, but I think it's a good book. To Mirao is very inspired author. And the next one is Dante Alighieri, The Divine Comedy. It's also a classic literary book. You have to read it. But the fun fact that I got from this book is I bought this book from Book Depository, and I got it free because they have some problems in their systems. The next one we got, this is, if you are really a bookworm, you may have the stock of the books that you haven't read. You want to read, but after the Big Bad Wolf, you still have buy new books. Okay, next one we got what I said in the early presentation. I found that I have to read in a environment have a noise like train or a coffee shop. So I love to read in train and in coffee shop. I cannot read in my own room because it's too quiet and it's make me sleepy. It may be different from every one of us. And the next one, I read Angels and Demons in second junior high school, and this is my record because I read it in less than 24 hours. I didn't sleep at that time, and I read in Indonesian, but I found it's my record for read less than 24 hours. The next, I want to share you guys that Marah Rusli write a story about Memang Jodoh, and he makes the author only publish it after he died because it has a very sensitive issues about his culture. And about Rich Dad Poor Dad, I want to say that, sorry guys, but I don't like him. I don't like about Robert Kiyosaki writing, but it's okay. We have a preferences about one author and another. I just want to say that you don't have to going mainstream with what people authors or books that they like. The next one, okay, the reading benefit. In 2016, I got this IELTS scores. I got the highest point in reading, 7.5, and because I read English books a lot, in 2021 I got 8.5. So it really helped me to boost my IELTS score. So if you wanna, I think if you wanna boost your speaking score, you can try like this class to improve your skills. And we face ups and downs in our life, but since I read so many books, sometimes it helped me to encourage me in things that maybe I don't think it's the right time, but it just pop up like these quotes that trust that God will put the right people in your life at the right time for the right reasons. And the last, behind of all that books, this is the person that makes me have this is my mom. She facilitated me with that Bobo. Then I think she is the reason why I read so much. Okay, guys, that's the presentation. Thank you and enjoy reading.
Wow,
Thank you, Kak
guys, give
Norman.
applause for Kak Norman. Thank you so much, Kak Norma. Such amazing presentation. And I see a lot of books that you already read, ya, Kak. Oh my God, such a good books as well. Okay, we have same name in here. We have Layinah in here, ya, in chat. Okay, guys. So I really interested in one books that you already mentioned before, Kak Norman, about the atomic habits, because and also why we sleep, because I have a bad habit about I always sleep late and maybe get some insomnia. So I think I should build my habit with start to reading that books to what is it then? Easy way to build my good habit.
Yeah, Kak
Yes.
Yin. And I want to share for all of us, not just Kak Yin or me or the other. When we read books, we become knowledgeable, guys. But wisdom is the applied knowledge. So if we just know about something, it doesn't make us a wise man or wise woman. So we have to apply
Yes.
that knowledge, Kak.
Wow, that's great. Thank you, Kak, for the statement and also the statement of that. So guys, please apply after you reading, ya kan? Not just only read ya, Kak, ya, but should be applied on your real life, guys, to be proven. Okay, so guys, we will have Q&A session about your journey and reading, or if you guys wanna asking something about the books that Kak Norman already mentioned, that's okay as well. So Kak Dina, I see Kak Dina raise her hand. Halo Kak Dina.
Halo Kak Yin.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to ask Kak Norman. So Kak, I've been stuck with this one book. Actually, I only got one book. I just moved in, and then I only bring one book, and that one book is really slow paced. Like I like some moderate paced, developed kind of book, and this one is really slow paced, and I honestly don't really enjoy it that much, except for some parts. And I'm pretty sure it's not only me who's feeling like that for some specific books. So if you're in my position, Ka, if you don't really like how the book or how the plot is executed, what do you think the best way to, cope with this? Because I think if I just don't read it and just leave it, it'll be such a waste since I am rarely read a book. So that's my question, Kak Norman.
Okay, Kak Dina. So I wanna ask you. I also wanna ask you. Are you have to read this book right now?
Yes, I read like half part of it.
Okay, so you can. I think you can. I wanna give you a recommendation that you found an environment that could help you to read this book. One of the atomic habits recommendation is makes things easier for us to do something. So if you found the perfect environment to read book is in a cold place with a sweet beverage, so you just make the environment like that. And the second one, if you I don't know, is this like literature books or just fiction books?
It's just a fiction book, Kak.
Okay, so you don't have to finish it in like 1 week, right? So you can if the condition cannot help you to finish the book, you just I think my suggestion is just hold to read the book. You found another activities. Don't make it a stressful thing to do to read to finish that book, because if unconsciously you think it's a stressful if you're not finishing the book, it just makes you in pain to finish it. So you have to let it go, make it stressful, and I don't know, maybe it could help you to finishing to read the book if you found it not so that stressful to finish it.
Okay, I actually have never applied that tips, and I think it will work because like some part of day is mostly brings a lot more joy to me, like in the evening.
Oh, okay. So you can
Yes.
start to read in condition.
Okay, thank you for asking, Dina, and also Kanoma, thank you for answering the question. Because we have limited time, Kak Ulan, later we will have another Q&A session. I apologize about that. And guys, the next session will be photo session. So Kadega, could you please to help us to taking the pictures?
Okay.
But before that, do you mind to open your cam first, everyone?
Yes, let's open your camera, everyone, so we could know all your handsome and beautiful faces. Wow. Today class, we got 3 slides. It's really rare. So I've got from the first slide, but I don't know, guys, where you guys is. So from the first slide, I'll count 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Second slide, still pose, because I don't know, once again, where you guys is. So 3, 2, and 1. Still there to pose again. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, done, Kayin.
Okay, thank you so much, Kadega, for helping me to taking the pictures. And then everyone, this is the session that you are waiting for. We have Fgd session. So Kadega already divided you into some groups, and in the breakout room, for each breakout room also have an amazing facilitator there. So I hope you guys enjoy the discussion. And Kadega, you might open all the rooms.
Yeah, guys, if you guys have no notification, it means that you guys will be in the main room, yeah, with Kak Brian. So good luck, everyone. See you guys in 25 minutes ahead.
See you guys. Enjoy the discussion. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
wait a minute. There's still Goosey. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay, it should be here.
Okay. Is it okay?
Okay.
All good.
All good.
All-
Okay, guys. So yeah, this is the main room actually, but yeah, it is Fgd rooms 2, and I will be the facilitator. So there are Nui and Freya Petra, and then Ferdian. Hello, Ferdian. See you again. And Denny, right? Okay, Denny is going to another room. So there will be Nui and Freya Petra and Gozian. Gozian, you there? You here?
I'm
I
here.
think. Okay. So wait. So there will be a 2 facilitator, but it's okay. We can discuss it. The about the topics, right? So first, I think we need to introduce ourselves first. Maybe from Nui or Freya Petra. Can you? Yeah. Hello.
Hello, we can go first.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Freya. You can go first.
Okay, so it's me. Hello, everyone. Good to see you tonight. I'm Freya. You can call me only Freya. Nah, no
Halo
need
Kak
to.
Freya.
Hello, Yin. Okay. I'm here. Excited to to see the sharing from Norman about the reading experience. Yeah, it's quite a long time. It's 20 years ish. So apparently the books he read for the past 20-ish years is quite awesome, and I also have read some of his book also. So I'm pretty agree about his perspective on his books. So yeah, that's a great presentation and sharing, Norman.
Thank you.
Okay, so how about you, Nui?
Hi, Kak. Let me introduce myself. My name is Noi. Also, other people call me Noi. Uh, for the percentage that Kak Norman had presented before, like, I feel, oh, so there are a lot of books that he has mentioned before, and then I actually like interest in one of book, Why We Sleep. Yeah, because one of my sister has a bad habit that she can't sleep until dawn, like yeah, like that. So maybe I interest to read that book. That's all, Kak.
Okay, nice. So yeah, I think yeah, in this room there will be Yiyin and Kak Norman. But if you want to join about this discussion, it's okay. And if Kak Norman wants to hop up to the other room, it's okay too. You can communicate with host. So the FGD session, we can discuss about some question, yeah, to guide our discussion. So I will share the screen. Can you see my share screen, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, Kak.
Okay, so on this Tuesday, the first question is, if your life becomes a book, what's its title and how the cover will be? Oh my god. I okay, who wants to answer this question? It's very interesting, right? Like cover. I I never realized that my life will become a book. How about you, Noi?
Maybe if my life becomes a book, the title that I want to make for my book as well is it's about Noi, and it tells about like slice of life that I usually enjoy in my life, and then when I'm happy and also when I'm sad, and then how the cover, maybe the cover it's about um what it's like minimalist place because I love to minimalist place like I and the color is like monochrome black and white.
Oh, wait, that's cool. So it's the monochrome color. So it's more like an abstract picture with a
Yeah,
monochrome color. Okay, great.
yeah, it's like an abstract
Imagine that.
design with
That's
black and white color.
that's a cool. So how about you, Freya? What books and how the cover?
Why is the question should be so philosophical and
I don't know.
and difficult at the same time?
Nah, it's okay. Just anything that comes up on your mind for now. Maybe
Okay, so
about your life or about cooking, maybe, or your hobby, something like that.
okay, so what's popping out of my mind is um a few options. The first is um as standard as the life of Freya maybe, or the story of Freya maybe, or maybe the third option is like um joy, grief, and in between,
Okay,
and everything in between. So yeah, it's like a big spectrum popped
interesting.
into one book. So maybe it will represent my life in that book.
Oh, that's interesting. And how about the cover?
The cover,
Yeah.
I only thought about similar like Nui shared before. It's more like abstract, like the color is like Aurora Borealis one. So it's a combination of several colors, bluish, greenish, pinkish, and purplish maybe. So something like that.
Oh, so how about Ian or Kak Norman? How about that?
I'm gonna going first, yeah, Kak Iin.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I think if my life becomes a book, I want the title is like my last year birthday wishing.
What is it?
May all the souls be happy.
Okay,
Oh my
amin,
God.
yeah.
Ah, that's
I
so
want that.
cool, Kak Norman.
Okay.
That's a very
Yes.
cool birthday wish.
Yeah. So I choose the title become my last birthday wish, and I think the cover maybe like children that's smiling, children, adult, and elderly smiling, something like that.
Okay, nice.
Anyway, Kak Brian, I wanna going to the another room and
Okay.
on if they have another discussion, and I will going back to this
All
room
right.
later. Okay.
You
Okay,
Okay,
no
said,
Kak
worries.
Norman.
Guys.
Take your time.
Brian, we actually have Ferdian here.
Oh, wait. Hey, Ferdian.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Ferdian.
Hi,
Okay.
good evening.
I'm sorry I cannot see your screen because
Okay.
I'm on a sharing screen right now. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Wait. Okay, Ferdian. Oh, I met you in maybe last Tuesday class, right?
I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So how about this?
Yeah.
If your life becomes a book, and what is title and how the cover will be? How about you?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm being inspired by one of my favorite books. I bought it in 2009. The title is called Angela's Ashes. So it's an Irish American book made by an Irish famous writer. So it tells about his journey in being able to achieve his dreams until he can become a very prominent writer in the world. So yeah, he came from a very poor background in the family in Ireland, but he did believe that he could kind of like achieve his dreams even though he is poor, even though he doesn't have such luxurious things. So regarding that book, I really want to inspire people, no matter what happens, whatever your background is, you can achieve whatever you want to get in your life. So such a status doesn't really limit your access to become very successful. I think that's my idea.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it could be like
great.
a journey of your life, like telling about your stories.
Yeah. Inspired other people's. That's great. And how about the cover?
The cover. Well, again, the cover would be very simple. I love the colors of black and dark brown, because it's very it's they are very classic to be put as a cover. And also there would be some of my pictures, maybe my face, or even the pictures where I'm doing something about the thing that I really like. Yeah, it could be something like that.
Okay, so the antique theme. So it's
Yeah.
combination a black with a dark brown color. Okay.
Yeah, dark
That's
brown,
nice.
the main cover. Yeah, I don't like such light colors. It really disturbs me. It's
Okay.
too bright.
How about you, Ian? How about you, Ian?
Okay. So I think I would go with the fiction one. So I think about one characters called Neteyam in Avatar, but I made it as a comics of math. So I want to make a books that understand about math in easy way or in a fun way. So I think that fiction, we collaborate with the mathematics, but in a fun way, and can be interested to learn in same way as well. That's all, Kak Brian.
Okay, that's really great. And I don't know. For me, I don't honestly. I I rarely read a book, but I think it's my life becomes a book. What is title? I don't know.
Yes. How about you, Kak?
I don't know. I really love cats, so it's a book about the cats, maybe.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
because
fun.
there's so many people love cats. So if
Yes.
yeah, I really love cats, and I want to have the pet cats, but sadly I cannot have that cat in my home. So yeah, well, it's about a cat. And yeah, we can next on the next question, and then tell us one book that changed your perspective. Okay, so yeah, I can answer this. I like there's some the person chat in the chat box before, and she said books, the subtle art of not giving a censor. You know that? Yeah, the orange book. So I read that
Yes,
book.
yes,
And
I know it.
yeah, you can find it on a bookstore in a mall, and the cover, just the title and the black font and the orange cover, orange book, and it really gives me so many inspiration that we need to chase our goals. You need to consider what's the important, what's it's not. I think it is categorized to self-improvement books, and yeah, I've read that, and it gives me so many perception about how to do the life, to do to do the yeah, your life. And okay, what about the others? Can you tell us about one books or some books that give you so many positive change in your life? Maybe Noi, I think, or Freya.
Okay, I can go first. One book I can recall that kind of changed the way I think is titled "Whatever You Think, Think the Opposite" by Paul Arden. Have you ever heard or read? The cover is quite monochromic, black and white and gray. So it doesn't speak a lot visually, but um, uh, it pushed me to not always directly or trust your first thought. Your first thought is mostly can stop you from thinking clearly, thinking uncritically. So this book pushing me to be critical, critical of my own thoughts, of my own first thoughts. So after having first thoughts, I trained myself to have a second and third thinking about it. So I can be quite considerate, quite uh, wise about what my thought talk to me before I convey it to the other people. So yeah, that's the book from me. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so cool. Even though I never heard that book, but I think it's very great book. Okay, so how about you, Noi?
Actually, I'm not into it like a reading book. But I like to read like fan fiction. For example, I love one of my favorite book is Dikta dan Hukum from the alternative universe from Twitter, and then it becomes a novel, and then it becomes a movie.
Oh,
So I
okay.
love that book, like because the character on that book is my favorite idol from NCT. He is a
Wow.
billionaire. And also, it's not the book that changed my mind, but I love that book because I'm not into like some some kind of book that like that. I love like fan fiction. Also, I love to read manga, manhwa, and also manhwa. Just, yeah, but in because I'm a fresh graduate, last year I like make a thesis. So my teacher like asked me to read a lot of journal and educational books, but I'm not really like to those books. So yeah, that's it. Ka.
Okay, that's some so many great fiction, yeah, fiction books, some fiction books.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. How about you, Ferdian? Hello? Oh yeah, I think Ferdian have connection issues, yeah. Okay, so and you, Yin, you have one books or some books that's very inspiring through your life, maybe?
Okay, so I think that I already mentioned you before that I love the books, the thing when you calm down, that from Hanim Sulim, and um, that's really calming and heartwarming. I really love that because in my 2020, that's the pace of my lowest. So it's really raised my mood and also raise the encourage for myself as well to be a better me. But since these books that change our perspective, so I will go with the books with Reach Your Dreams by Wirda Mansur. When I'm teenagers, I read that books because yeah, I really don't know about the good books back then. So I just read it, and yeah, it's really helped me to what is it then, reach my goals, and then write down the plan that I want to go and reach my university that I wanted to go, and so on. So yeah, that's kind of the first book that changed my perspective as well. Thank you, Kak
Okay,
Brian.
great. So yeah, Ferdian, you there?
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
here. I'm sorry.
oh yes, yeah. So do you want to answer this question?
Well, as I have mentioned before, my favorite book, one and only, is Angela Ashes.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, again, the book that the first book that I bought when I was in junior high school in 2009, and now I'm still reading that book up until now. And
Oh,
again,
nice.
one of the thing that makes me like fascinated and impressed is about the idea of his perspectives in changing your way of thinking, in the way you face the world, right? So even though one of his sayings that really amuses me is this one. You may be poor, you may be poor, you may have no shoes, you may not come from rich family, but your mind, your head is a palace. You can feel them, we can feel them like up with such knowledge,
Yeah,
perspectives,
I agree with that.
ideas from every person that you met, so oh yeah. Okay, again, like it's not about your economic status that changes your perspective, but it's about the idea and knowledge that came from the people that you've met. So it's just really like it's really logical, and it's really like such a fundamental like skill that everybody needs to have, like. So from that book, I have started not being like stigmatized by the idea of money, of your status, position, so something like that. You can be whatever you want to be. So that's the main idea of knowing about yourself, like how can you brand yourself. So
Well,
yeah, it's
yeah,
very nice.
that's very inspiring, and yeah, I do agree a lot about your opinion. Well, since we only have about 3 minutes left, and this is the last question, and I want you to fast answer this question. So, be ready.
Mm.
Here you go. What's on your top 3 books of all time? Okay, Nui, how about you, Nui? Only 3 books. It's up to you. All kind of books of fiction or
All kind of
non-fiction.
book.
Not journal, yeah.
First,
Not academic
okay,
journal, yeah.
okay. Is that okay if I mention like manga book?
Yeah, I do agree.
First, Naruto Shippuden.
Okay.
And second
What else?
is
What else?
Britzone Hukum. And the last one is what? I forgot the title, Kak.
Okay, it's okay. So yeah, how about you, Freya? 3 books.
Okay. It's
I know
not in ranking, yeah. It's not in ranking.
Yeah.
There is Bumi Manusia by Habibur Rahman El Shirazi.
Yeah. I
And
heard
then
that.
the second, Haimin Sunim, called the thing, the book that Norman shared before.
Yeah.
Haimin Sunim.
I'm in Sunim.
I don't remember the full title. And the third, the third is Mitch Albom. Have a Little Faith.
Okay, great. So how about you, Ferdian? 3 books, not only
Okay.
the Ashes.
Yeah, okay. Angela's Ashes. Okay, the first one is always,
Yeah,
as always.
absolutely.
The second one, Muhammad Al-Fatih. And the third one is, I forgot, is the anime thing.
The anime.
I
Okay. What is it?
Yeah, the anime. That Naruto.
Manga.
I'm still yeah, Naruto.
One Piece, Naruto,
One of the oh
Attack of Titan?
Jiraiya's tale. It's only the
Jiraiya's
book
Tale.
that tells about
Yeah, I heard
Jiraiya
that.
in as a
Jiraiya.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jiraiya.
Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's in 5 seconds. Okay. That's it for the FGD rooms, guys. I think it's very nice. It's very good to hear you to hear about your books collection. I think, yeah. So I hope in this discussion we have so many things to read. Yeah. There's so many titles and there's so many books, reading materials that we get in this discussion. So yeah, back to you, Ian. Maybe it's already your main room.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Brian, for leading the discussion in our main room. So welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the main room. And how was the discussion? Do you guys love your discussion?
Oh, amazing!
It's really great, Kak, but we need
It's
more
going
time.
great.
Mr. Lim.
Wow, yes.
You know the magic word. We need more
I know
time.
it. So that's the common problem, yeah, that we have to face it in every meeting, yeah. We need more time. Okay, then I think that you already give your opinion about the collection, the books that you have. And then since we have to have the member representative, so we are going to mention the member representative one by one. I think because we have limited time, we are going to do the first groups. So any one of you, the amazing facilitator who wants to be the one to be a member representative of your groups.
Brian, you can do it first.
I think
Oh
for
no, why
Kak
me? I'm on the main room, right?
Yes. I think Kak Brian is already on the main room. How about Kak Nona?
Yeah.
Hello, Kak Nona.
Hai, Kak Iin.
So please choose one of your member to be member representative for today, Kak.
Okay, that was very great in my breakout room, and in my room I have Kak Denis, Kak Fauzia, or Kak Dini, and Kak Dinar. And our representative will be Kak Dini. Halo, Kak Dini.
Hello.
Halo, Kak. Please share what we discussion in our breakout room.
Okay. In our breakout room is about tell about the top 3 question, and then Dennis, it's not like reading a book, yeah, I think. And then Dinar not finish it a book. If I have summaries, there's not finish it the book, but she can has a quote from the books. Yeah. I think this is about the conclusion of our team.
Okay, Kak Dini. Thank you, Kak, for your sharing.
Yeah.
Back to Kak Iin.
All right, thank you, Kak Dini, for your great sharing. Now we go to the next group, which is the group of, how about Kak Beverly? Hello, Kak Beverly.
All right, I'm here. Okay, sure. Honestly, just only 2 persons in my room. They are Dini, and another one is Listra. So I would like to ask Listra. Hi, Listra.
Hi, Kak.
Okay.
So Denny and I with Kak Beverly talked about our book favorite and so on. But the thing I want to share is I was amazed when Kak Denny shared his top 3 book, and then I think he would say about fiction or nonfiction, but it turned out that his top 3 favorite book were like a subject book like biology, and then what else tadi? Yeah, some kind of biology, and then he told us that it was wonderful to learn our body, our environment, because it's biology thing. And then, but for me, my top 3 book are fiction. So I like Toto-chan, Sirkus Pohon from Andrea Hirata, and then the last book is Keajaiban Toko Kelontong Namiya. I think it's a new book from Japan too, like Toto-chan. I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Kalistra, for sharing your top 3 books. So you have same interest with my sister. My sister as well have some interested in like manga and Japan books. So it's really great to hear some recommendation. So I think you will collaborate with my sister as well. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the information.
Okay, Kalistra, thank you so much. Okay, for the next one, I want to go with the hello Kak Dian.
Hi.
Okay, Kak Dian, could you please mention one member of your groups to be our member representative? Okay, thank you, Kak Dian.
I personally enjoyed the conversation. I learned a lot from the discussion that I had with these 2 amazing women. The first one is Novi and the second one is Nilam. And I would like to call out Novi. Novi, are you there?
Oh, yes, Kak.
Would you please tell us what we were discussing in the breakout room? Thank you so much.
Thank you. In the breakout room, we shared so many things, and there are books that change our perspective. And for me, it's a book written by Jodi Picoult. It's named Small Great Things. And for Kak Nilam, it's a book about logical thinking, I guess. And then there are three books that I love the most. And the first one is a book written by Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. And then the second one will be by Paula Hawkins, The Girl on the Train. And the third one, the book that I love, is Remember by Sophie Kinsella. I think that's all that we shared. Thank you, Kak.
All right, thank you so much, Kanofi. Such a great recommendation of your books. Thank you so much for all of you guys who already mentioned your favorite books, all the books all of time. So okay, because it's already 4 minutes left, I think we already have the good insight from Kak Norman material, and I think I will buy one of the books that Kak Norman already recommend to us, everyone. So I think the benefit of reading books as well already given by Kak Norman, that you guys can follow the tips from Kak Norman as well, such as you have to do not to push a lot to try to be love to books, but step by step, and then you can start with the easy one, and then you can be the, what is it then? You can make your environment that supported to reading a book. And then for the last one, we will have closing statement from Kak Norman. Halo Kak Norman, are you still there?
Halo Kak In.
Okay, Kak Norman, please give us some closing statements.
Okay, I moved to some rooms, and thank you guys for discuss. I found that maybe some people like to read, maybe some not, but what I want to say is keep reading, not just book. You can read magazines, articles, but I hope we can also makes our like children or nephew or niece like to read, so we could make some good literated generation for the next generation. So like I said before, fiction is as good as nonfiction, and what Kak Yin already said, don't push hard to finish some books. You don't have push hard to love to reading books. Just find what you enjoy from. But if you're reading books, it could help you in some ways you don't anticipate. Maybe just like that, Kak Yin. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Norman, for wrapping up such a good statement for our closing. So everyone, I think this is the end of our session. Before we close this class, thank you so much, Kak Norma. Thank you for taking your time here and give us such a good material and benefit of reading book. And thank you, Britzoner, for taking your time out of your busy schedule. And also, I hope that this class would be beneficial for you guys. And starting with 2023 with a new book and a new me. Okay. And then it has been my pleasure to be your MC today. Don't forget to join our Saturday class and also give some feedback in our WhatsApp groups. And I wish you guys have a great day. Thank you so much, everyone. You might leave
Thank
this
you.
Thank you,
room. Thank you.
guys.
Yes.
Bye, Kak
Bye.
Norman and
Thank
everyone.
you, you too.
Thank you for
Oh,
the
everyone.
facilitator as